Hello, I'd like to engage in a brief thought exercise. Suppose you're walking down the street and a complete stranger comes up to you and offers you a cookie, and he says, "Hey, I really want you to eat this cookie." My guess is that you would say no. Most people would say no. I imagine a few people would say yes because there's a few people that are just naturally more trusting and willing to give things a chance. But most people would say no. So you say no, thank you. The next thing that happens is he says, "Oh, but I insist. It's for your own good that you eat this cookie. It's important. It's for your own good." Well, now if you weren't inclined to eat it before, then you're even so less inclined because things are getting to be more weird. So if you weren't going to eat it before, you're definitely not going to eat it now. And again, you say, "No, thank you." Then what he does is he says, "I insist." And he pulls out a gun and points it right at your face. And he says, "If you don't eat this cookie, I'm going to pull the trigger." And he gives you just a few seconds. Now, at this point, maybe you would eat the cookie because, assuming you believe him about pulling the trigger. And maybe he really will pull the trigger. But here's the thing. At this point, do you still think it's for your own good? So anyone who would threaten you, obviously, if somebody is threatening you with harm, that person cannot be concerned about your own good. So first, if they say it's for your own good, then you know that they're lying as soon as they start threatening to harm you. It's just a matter of basic logic. Now, let's redo this scenario a little bit. Suppose that the person who offers you the cookie is from the government and you know it. And he says, "Hey, I want you to eat this cookie." Well, there are a lot of people that trust the government more than they would trust a complete stranger, so probably more people would eat it. But I don't know that most people would. But let's say you refuse for whatever reason. Maybe you're diabetic, or you already ate, or you just don't want a cookie, or you still don't trust this person just because they have a little government label on them. So then the situation proceeds just like before, and he says, "It's for your own good." And you say, "Well, no thanks, I don't think so. I'll decide that for myself." And then we get to stage 3. So if we had our doubts in stage 2 about this being for our own good, at stage 3, when the threat of force is applied, then you definitely know it's not for your own good. So anyone who wants to harm you and who is willing to do so is not concerned about your safety and well-being. They might be concerned about something, but it's not you. So what I would like to encourage everyone to do is just think for yourself. Use logic, very basic logic. And next time things get crazy, just stop and think for a bit before you jump on the bandwagon or a train.